What's good, y'all? I hate when that car does that shit. Oh, man. A duck is a duck, a goose is a goose, y'all. A duck is a duck, and a goose is a fucking goose, man. But you gotta ask yourself, why do you give a fuck about things that you cannot change? Ain't nothing you can do about it, dog. A sheep is a sheep, a goat's a goat. That's what I should have named it. Sheep is a sheep, a goat is a goat. Stop giving a fuck. He was fucking another girl last night. Guess what? He gonna fuck a girl again. Tomorrow night or the next night, next week, next month, next year. Oh, she decided to cut you off and go back fucking with such and such. She was gonna do it anyway, dog. She flaked on a date. You try to take her on a date, she flaked. She was gonna do it anyway. Even if you convince her to go on a date, she's still gonna do it afterwards. After the fact that you go on a date with her. She might even be doing that to him. People are gonna do what they wanna do and ain't nothing you can do about it. But, two things. There's two things you can do about this shit. Number one, stop giving a fuck. Number two, remove yourself from people. As bad as it might hurt. Family, friends, associates, lovers, it don't matter. You gotta do what's best for you, regardless. Because guess what? People are gonna do what's best for them. And not give a flying fuck about how you feel or how it affects you. So ask yourself a question. Why do you give a fuck? See, that's the problem. This big heart of ours, this little light of mine that we gotta let it shine shit. You gotta learn, man, that having a big heart is a good thing when it comes to friends, associates, lovers, whatever, right? But it also can work against you. You gotta know when not to give a fuck. And we're not just talking about relationships. A lot of people get that shit twisted and think that everything revolves around relationships in life, and it don't. It just don't, people. But whatever people have done or gonna do, they was gonna do it anyway. Ain't nothing you could do about it. But when you see signs of people about to cross you, friends, whatever, learn how to become red pill, woman or man, so you can see through bullshit and deception. And really all that is tapping into getting closer to God, because he's gonna put it in you. He's gonna give you that ability to read certain things in life, because that's just who God is. That's just who God is. But y'all got to understand a duck is a duck and a goose is a goose. And stop giving a fuck about it. Also, stop letting people stroke your ego. Why? Because that's the most potent or the most used technique for people to deceive you. But if you don't give a fuck, how can they use it against you? And I know it's not fair, Because a person could be genuinely not stroking your ego and just they could be, it's still stroking your ego, but they not doing it for a reason other than to make you happy. Some people actually want to make you happy. But a lot of people out here stroking your ego to get what they want out of you. Sometimes they stroke your ego, so you will stroke theirs. Kind of like, sound familiar? I'm gonna let him borrow this much money or her borrow this much money. But in 2 months or whenever I need it, I'm gonna ask for way more. Same thing. Why do you care if he or she care about you or what they thinking about you or if they sleeping with some other person? They was going to do it anyway. It doesn't matter, man. Ain't shit you can do to stop the shit. I don't give a fuck how much you groom yourself up. I don't care if you have the best body in the fucking world, woman or man. I don't care what you got going on. If they gonna cross you and do you dirty, they gonna cross you and do you dirty. If she gonna leave you or he gonna leave you for someone else or cheat on you, that's what they gonna do and ain't nothing you can do about it. So again, ask yourself, why do you give a fuck? Because giving a fuck doesn't change anything. Actually makes it worse. It's so much more peaceful and easier when you don't give a fuck. But not in a way of not giving a fuck, like literally giving a fuck. But in a way of small things to a giant, no matter what happens in life. No matter what happens, you can't care too much. Too many of y'all think you're going to change these women and men to be what you want them to be or what you thought they was going to be or what you desired them to be, whatever. And a lot of the reason why you think they are what you thought they was is because you allowed them to basically stroke your ego, which basically made you view them in a certain light. Because you cared too much. But if you didn't give a fuck if they were stroking your ego, you appreciated it, but you really didn't give a fuck, that probably wouldn't have happened. You probably would have seen who they really was. You would have seen if they was the duck or the goose or whatever. Perfect. But y'all always gonna keep caring, man. And the problem is y'all care about the wrong motherfuckers. She was texting another guy. So what? Move on. She gonna keep texting guys. Whether you stay or go, it don't fucking matter. It don't matter. I caught her cheating last night. It don't matter. So what? Move on. You can't move on though, huh? You know why? Because you didn't master the art of not giving a fuck. Oh, you lost your job today. Now you want to go jump off a bridge, right? Oh, people are racist. They think you this. They think you the N-word or whatever. You gonna let that affect you? Everybody experiences racism, by the way. I'm just saying it from my perspective. So you can apply it to you. Woman, man, whatever race, right? Or you failed some test today. You worked hard to succeed at something and you failed. You gonna let that make you give up? Or you gonna say, you know what, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna try again. Some of y'all women, you older, you don't got a husband yet. You gonna let that stop you from getting happy? Keep being happy in life? Or you're not, or you just gonna not give a fuck and still be happy in life? There ain't no guarantee you gonna find the right guy. Why? Because a lot of men are on bullshit. But if you don't give a fuck, that means they can't stroke your ego. That means you'll seek for happiness within yourself and within God. And if you don't find a man, you'll be just fine. But if you give a fuck, you're going to be miserable. Because your whole happiness depends on having a man. Or, if you give a fuck, when he cheats with that other girl, you're not going to leave. You're going to stay right there. Because you don't have the mentality of, I don't give a fuck if I got to sleep in a cardboard box tonight. He cheated, I'm gone. I don't care if we got kids together. I don't give a fuck. He cheated, I'm gone. But you can't do that, huh? You know why? Because you give a fuck. I'm telling you, man, a lot of life and a lot of the decisions we make, the wrong decisions we make or the wrong moves we make in life is because we give a fuck. Right? She gonna text other guys, man, they got all kind of options. It's not fair. The American woman, she got all kind of options, man. This is all they do. Who gives a fuck what they do? Worry about what you do. Worry about what you do. Act like you got a whole bunch of options, dog. That's gonna make women want you more because competition. And if you say that you ain't got any options, she won't want you. Who gives a fuck? If she's the right woman, I could clearly say, hey, I ain't got no options but you. I only want to talk to you. You know why you can't do that? Because y'all scared. How can you be alpha when you're doing things to make women happy? Don't take that the wrong way, because you should make a woman happy if it's your woman. But you shouldn't do certain things just to please women. I'm going to talk this way. I'm going to do that to get women. I'm going to do this to get women. And y'all women, vice versa, what you do to get men. Why you do that? Why you lose your soul, basically? Lose who you are, your soul. Do things that are not you. AKA, he cheated. I'm going to stay, even though deep down in my heart, I want to run away from him. Why do you do things that you don't want to do for other people's acceptance? Because you give a fuck, that's why. But if you didn't give a fuck, it wouldn't matter. But to why I'm making this video, it's going to make women not like you. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired, man. I don't want to go to the gym. I just went I just got off work, man. I'm tired. I don't feel like going to the gym. But gym is necessary. Health is wealth. I don't give a fuck if I'm tired. Even though I'm not tired. I'm just saying, when I am tired, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I'm tired. I don't give a fuck if I'm tired. I'm going to work. But she keeping the kids from me, Twan. She got the kids, man. I don't know what to do. I want to see my kids. She keeps them from me. I don't give a fuck what I got to do. I'm going to make sure that she can't keep the kids from me. But if you give a fuck, nah, I can't, man. I got to do this. I got to do that. See, when you don't give a fuck, there's no holds bar in this motherfucker. Nothing's going to stop you, right? If I want a wife and a family, I don't give a fuck who is not that or who has to be sacrificed. Meaning, okay, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Don't matter how much you like a person. She did this, goodbye. He did this. Goodbye. Stop giving a fuck, man. By any means necessary, man. Or y'all could keep letting y'all feelings dictate how you move and your happiness and everything else. But if I was you, I wouldn't. I would live life. Because whether you 1 day old or 99 years old, the next, you're a breath away from death. No matter what. Stop caring about shit you can't change, man. Point blank, period. And when it comes to things that might stop you from making changes, stop caring about it. Fuck that. We gonna do it. If I eat healthy, man, I'm going to starve. It's going to feel like I'm hungry. Who gives a fuck? It's better than fucking disease and shit. Better than being sick and all that other shit, right? Fuck it. Pick a poison. Stop letting these people determine how you feel about yourself. That's another problem that's going on. That's why you see a lot of people who only date people who seem popular or seem like they fucking with everybody and shit like that, versus how they feel about a person, because they care too much about what people think. Everybody ain't gonna like you. Who gives a fuck? Why do you care? The same rules apply for everybody. Nobody's perfect. You scared of failure. But if you don't give a fuck, what's failure? I don't give a fuck if I fail. I'll just try again. Or I'll try something different. Right? I don't give a fuck if she want to leave or not. I can't stop her anyway. All I can do is react to shit that people do. I don't care if she cheats. I can't stop her anyway. I'm going to react to what she does. I don't care if she don't like me. I'm going to react to what she does. I don't care if she moved 1 billion miles away and with my kids. I'm going to react to what she does. Because when it comes to becoming a great man and reaching your full potential, I don't give a fuck what it takes. As long as it's not stepping over God's boundaries. Because you need God to become this. That's part of you being great. Everything else, I don't give a fuck if I have to walk in the snow to go to work. Don't give a fuck if I have to start at McDonald's first. That's for some of y'all young ones that make up excuses and shit. Why do you give a fuck if you gotta walk to work right now? You gotta earn your position. Why do you men give a fuck that women got it easier right now until you earn your position as a man? And then you can't be fucked with. But since you care so much about, look at the women in the inbox, do this, do that. Stop giving a fuck about what they got going on. A duck is a duck, a goose is a goose, bro. And that's for y'all women too. Stop worrying about what these men do and focus on men that do shit that you like instead of focusing on what men are doing that you don't like. You only pay attention to that so you can decipher the difference. You shouldn't care about it though. You think I give a fuck about the Ku Klux Klan? No, but I'm going to decipher the difference between them and people who I can be friends with that look like them. You see the difference? Oh, you don't like me because I'm black, you hit your alarm. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You see that? Versus all I'm in my feelings. Next thing you know, you might be going to jail. Terrell Owens. The lady, oh, well, you're a big black man. That's probably fake, by the way. Y'all already know how I do this. I'm pretty sure that's probably some bullshit they didn't set up with the elite. But let's say it's not. Let's say it was real. This lady said Terrell Owens is a big black man. She was scared. And her husband was right there. He's like, your husband right here. But you know what? I don't even give a fuck. Speaking of race, it can be set up against you, but guess what? I don't give a fuck because I'm going to win regardless. I don't give a fuck if who fucks with me. I don't give a fuck what it takes. I don't care how hard. Yeah, I don't care what it takes. I'm going to win. I don't care how many people the devil take away, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that was the best woman I liked. Man, I liked her so much. I don't give a fuck if the devil take her away. Because guess what? If she was from God, that would never happen. You see what I'm saying? You cannot care, man. You're tired, you can't care. You don't feel like cooking that food instead of eating that bullshit. I don't give a fuck if I'm tired. I gotta cook this shit. Just like right now, I don't give a fuck how I feel. I gotta get up in here and do this shit, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. Stop worrying about what people think and shit, man. You care way too much. It's hard to be happy when you care about every fucking little thing. It's hard, because everything gonna get to you. It's okay to dissect shit down and all that shit, so you have knowledge of what's going on, why this, what's this, and what's that. But to literally care and take it to heart, that's the problem. Again, he cheated on you. Okay, I don't give a fuck. Goodbye. I'm gonna do myself. So what? I gotta be alone. See, that's the problem. Oh, he cheated, but I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be a lonely woman. So let me just stick with him. See, if that woman didn't give a fuck about being alone, she'd have been gone. I'm just giving y'all an example. Because women cheat on men too. We got it. That's just a good example of how I can explain what I'm trying to get across to y'all. But all the men are the same. They all cheat. Oh well, who gives a fuck? Go on your own. Stop letting fear stop you from becoming great. Well, what if you fail at that business? Who gives a fuck? Try it. $100, y'all. Stay up.